Hello everybody, it's game day 4 of the World Cup qualifiers here in Asia as Chinese Taipei and China will face off here in Manila in the Philippines in the iconic Mall of America arena, Mall of Asia arena. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon local time, and this is the last game of the schedule in this group of this window. Japan got a big win, really cements their place at the top of the group over Korea. But now Chinese Taipei looking to build on their huge win over Korea on game day 3. And as you can see, a crucial matchup. China and Chinese Taipei at 1 and 2. One of those two teams will join Korea at 2 and 2. This group is tight. Great performance by China to beat the group leaders. Japan on game day 3. Stunning comeback. Down 15 twice in that game. Locked down the Japanese lineup to only 9 points in the third quarter, which really was the catalyst for a huge win. Interesting roster, talented roster, a roster that has all sorts of upsides and potential, great size, and a very, very experienced head coach in Gao Xingqing. He has been with this national team in various roles, so some 16 or so years, and now for the last 2 years has been in that head coach role, got the silver medal in the Asia Cup. Chinese Taipei, what a performance on game day 3. Korea came in to Taipei City looking to cement their place in the second round, and did they take them lightly? I don't know, but this Chinese Taipei lineup really put a performance on the floor. Brandon Gilbeck with 18 points and Lin Benson also 18 points, really were the catalyst for that win. And you cannot underestimate the impact of Gianluca Tucci to that performance. The Italian was just put a game plan on the floor that it was exceptional. We'll talk about it more after the national anthems of both countries. And we will start with the national anthem of China.
Please remain in your places for the Olympic song of Chinese Taipei.
Well, players exchanging those mementos of the game at the half court. And we'll also get a chance to look at the third team on the floor, the officials who will take charge of this game day 4 clash that has so much resting on it. Chinese Taipei, you got to think, have to get the win to build on that momentum. Here is the referee's crew under the crew chief, Glenn Cordero from the Philippines, getting a home game, so to speak. James Boyer and Chipong with Chipin from Australia and Thailand, respectively, will make up the team. And the technical delegate, the commissioner, you can see him behind there as Olushala Koreji. And their teamwork, as I always like to say, is as important as the two teams on the floor. Well, the alarm bells were ringing for this Chinese team that start with Zhao Rui, Hu Yinghuai, He Jing, Zhu Junglong, and Wang Horan for this game day 4. Having lost the first 2 games against Korea, the real possibility of not making the second round, but that huge performance over Japan just steadied the ship a little. And now this game becomes absolutely crucial. A loss here for China, and head coach Zhao Xingqing would really give this team an issue for the last window. But on the positive side for Chinese Taipei, what an opportunity. The 68th ranked team on the FIBA rankings going up against the 27th team in China, having beaten Korea. And it wasn't a fluke. They had a game plan that Coach Tucci put on the floor, and they really did execute it really well. Starting lineup in Benson, Liu Cheng, Cheng Ray, Manu Samuel, and Brandon Gilbeck will start the game. And those 5, as well as much as anybody else, were instrumental in that win. They had great contributions off the bench. Brandon Gilbeck in particular went the whole 4th quarter on 4 fouls, really did play some really controlled, disciplined basketball. And the 29-year-old big man is going to have to carry the team on the inside for Gianluca Tucci. Experienced is an understatement for Gianluca Tucci. Numerous years in Venezia in Italy, and now has the honor of coaching the Chinese Taipei national team. Well, the game plan for Chinese Taipei on game day 3 was pretty straightforward. Keep the game really disjointed. Be aggressive. Try and break up the offensive structure of the opponent, which they did incredibly well. They really did switch, got hands in lanes, stopped the game becoming very technical, and really did push the ball in transition. Started a little tentatively on game day 3, did Chinese Taipei. As we get to the Tissot countdown to tip off 1 minute before we will get underway here. 4 o'clock local time here in the Philippines. So wherever you're joining us from, this has all the hallmarks of a classic if Chinese Taipei can repeat that level of performance. Same thing's true for China though. Is it the Chinese team that beat Japan, or the team that lost both games to Korea?
And number 34, Brandon Gilbeck.
The Chinese team, 5 players that have played all 3 of the qualifiers so far. Made some changes after that opening competition window. The rest of the lineup played their first game in the win over Japan. Chinese Taipei much more settled in terms of the roster. And the big thing for Chinese Taipei is they shot 53% from 2-point range. They had the issue from the 3-point line, but they were so aggressive that they got to the ring on multiple occasions. Intrigued, is China going to build on that win over Japan, Or is Chinese Taipei going to keep that momentum going that saw them beat Korea? Fascinating game, fascinating matchups across the floor. And the only way to find out is to stay with us for the next 40 minutes. Well, welcome to Manila. Chinese Taipei in the blue uniform. We'll get a first look at this in the half court. High middle pick and roll. Did a nice job. Game day 3, using the shot clock, making the game a little shorter. Turn it over first time down though. Great effort defensively, and that'll be an out of bounds. Turnover followed by a turnover. Xiao Rui turned down the 3, and you've got to like the fact he wanted to go inside. Didn't want to come down and just fire up the early 3. But not the fact that he turned it over. Chen into the half court. Needs a pass. Great curl. Again, move the basketball. Disciplined. Super pass. Dig on the inside for 2. And Hu Jingchao went to sleep on the weak side. Gilbeck just made a nice cut. 18 points, 7 from 9 from the floor against Korea. Nice little pass, super execution. And that's what China have to do. Half-court execution, make this a technical game. Penetration to the ring for 2 is good. And Lin Bensung. Lin gets the 2. He needs a pass. We got a reaching foul on the penetration. Chinese Taipei will switch 1 to 4 and try and leave Gilbeck and deal with the matchup of trying to get over the screen against this Chinese pick and roll action. Zhao on the free throw line. Well, continues, he's 100% from the free throw line. Gilbeck, short roll, gets to the lane, goes with a jump hook, comes up short, gets his own rebound, wants to power back up in traffic, goes up strong, gets the contact, will go to the free throw line. Frustration at the miss, but absolute super effort on the glass. Creates enough space, draws the contact, and will be disappointed he didn't make. And was shooting 1, not 2. Well, he's shot 75% across these qualifiers so far in the 3 games, makes the 2nd. And he really does carry the team on his back on the inside. Zhao, nowhere to go, needs a pass. Foul line jump shot is sweet. And you have to like, if you're China, you have to like the shots they've got. It's been very much in the half court. Let's explore it and get the options. And Gilbeck is getting a lot of touches. Turn down the screen, penetration. Chen backs out, needs some separation, needs a pass right now. Great pass, open 3 is no good. Gilbeck's on the glass, can't secure it. Defensive rebound pulled in by Hu. And China will advance Pull-up jumper is short. And Chinese Taipei will like the early look. Gilbeck. Lin puts it on the floor, looks to attack it. Gilbeck lines up the three, knocks it down, and they rotate it away from him on the three-point line. Dangerous tactic, because he may not be his primary option to shoot the three, but he can knock it down. 6 points personal, 6 of the 8, as Chinese Taipei have the 8-6 lead early. The ball was knocked into the backcourt. Gilbeck's everywhere. Absolutely everywhere on the stat sheet. Draws the contact. Two turnovers already early for China. Substitutions coming on from China. Gilbeck is the release out of bounds. Chen. It's a long way out for the middle pick and roll. Gilbeck with a short roll for the two is long. No blue shirt, gets their feet wet in the keyway. Nice pass. That's a great cut. Hugh, it was just phenomenal. 9 from 10 from the floor. And he's a small guy a smaller guy on the inside at 2 meters 10, if you can be small at 2 meters 10. But he is really, really active. 20 points and 12 rebounds in the win over Japan. And his quickness to dive to the ring is a real asset. Tied at 8, China with the basketball, fills the double team, moves it on. Great ball reversal, the open three is no good. Great execution. Wang couldn't knock it down. Then draws the contact, will go to the free throw line. And again, proving a handful. Now Luka Tucci will be happy with the start because they're getting shots they want. They're being aggressive getting to the hoop. And they are controlling tempo. Lin knocks down the first. Shoots the free throw particularly well, or has done in these qualifiers. 85% across the first 3 games, goes 2 for 2. Cal has it, takes the ball screen. Again, they do a nice job rolling. This time they rotate. Gilbeck can't get the block. Great work on the glass. Lee gets the putback, outworks his opponent, always gets the reward. Manu, one of the stories of game day 3. Gilbeck on the inside, gets set, finishes off the window. Tough drive, cleaned up the mess. 4-on-3 break, just have to find the open guy. And here is that open guy. Second guessed himself, comes up off with the 3. Great work on the glass. And Chinese Taipei will not recover the basketball. Just watch the way he gathers, gets his eyes on the prize, so to speak, off the glass for 2. Chao Jia-Wei checks into the game. 30-year-old, approaching veteran status, but playing with so much quickness and enthusiasm. Open three in the corner is way off. Great work on the glass. The jump hook is good. And where do you start with you? 2m21. Goes back, touch, doesn't get it to drop. Open three in transition is good. And yeah, Luka Ducci's seen enough, wants to talk it over. Great decision. Defense just collapses off. Chow gets the opportunity to knock down the open three. And quality start, both teams. Let's take a listen to the timeout. Part of this will be trying to protect Brandon Gilbert, keep him fresh. But let's take a listen to Coach Tuki.
Guys, we are rushing too much when we press the ball too fast. Because if you press here, it's not the same as here. So press the ball fast here. So hold on a second, and then we press here. Because from here, Brandon, one people can buy. Okay? Very important the matchup with the other position. And then we need to attack now. We play two chess points. Let's go.
Well, the message clear from Tucci. Needs to absolutely relax. Take the time, don't rush as we get a look at Chow's numbers. 14 points in the win over Japan. Huge win. They'd have gone 0-3. This game would have been almost do or die for China in terms of qualification. China come out, show a little three-quarter trap, which takes some time out of the clock. That won't worry Chinese Taipei too much. Drops inside, Gilbert again getting a touch. They love the matchup. Gets the sweet turnaround over the 2m21 Yu. Already into double digit. Brandon Gilbert has 10 of the 14. Step back from the three-point line, feeling it. Zhao Ziwei feeling it from beyond the arc. Knocks down the second three, 6 points personal. Great curl. Lin in the lane, has he locked away? Gilbert again on the follow, can't get the two to drop. Opportunity, China in transition, they have numbers. Open corner three on the end of the break. Oh! Wang Haran is going to sit down, or he's going to have a conversation with coach. It's not one of those coaches the conversations you want to have. The 21-year-old Shenzhen Leopard just expecting the three. The early three off the screen is no good for Liu. Again, China in transition. Feet set for the three is long. Gilbert cleans up the mess, just about hangs on. And they go through the air on the break. Lin has it. Takes the ball screen and moves it on. Gilbert with the two, but what a penetration and dish. Gilbert with 12. Absolute quality from Chow in calling and bringing the contact. Just got a half a step ahead, and then Liu got suckered into it. But here's the penetration. Sweet pass. Justin Liu. There you go. just lent into the contact. Yet to miss a free throw, albeit only his second game in these World Cup qualifiers. %100% from the line and from the three-point line. Chen Wei gives it up. And this is where Coach Lucci wants Chinese Taipei to spend some time with the basketball. Great little penetration. The pull up for two is no good, but it is good. It gets a friendly roll off the ring. With a hometown roll on the glass here for Chinese Taipei. Two-point game. Fascinating contest so far. Attack the closeout on the inside, left hand, super finish. Zhu Junlong with the two. Chen moves it on. Here's Lin. Attacks it, little floater in the lane is short. That's a rebound by the big man. Yu Jiao will trowel and move it on. Ball screen and will pull up. The three is no good. Lin in transition, gets all the way to the ring for two is good. Lin Benson is tough in transition. Super job. 6 points personal for him. Trying to go to the pick and roll in transition. Kick, the open three is no good. Yu's on the glass, gets the rebound, powers, tries to power up. We'll have to earn them from the free throw line. Yu Jiahu will go to the line as you get a look at Lin going strong to the glass for two. So Cheyenne will check in. It's nice balance, this Chinese roster, with three players at 30 and then a real core of this group, 21, 22, 24. It's a roster they could work with for a while. And if you've got this quality for the 22-year-old Yu Jiahu in Spain at the moment, Cantabria, part of the education perhaps, if that's the route they've decided to go. Time on the floor is what's important for him at this stage of his development. A fair amount of hype around him going forward. And he's started well here. Great pass, easy two, all about the feed. And Liu gets the two. Yao spins in the lane. Open three is good. Zhu Junlong finishes the quarter with a sweet-looking three from deep. And China knocked down 27 points in the first quarter. And the worrying thing, if you are a Chinese Taipei fan, is they are getting what they want in the half court. The ball movement has been exceptional, and they have created options for each other. There it is, 27-22. China have the 5-point lead. We have a ball game. Well, those early threes are the only blemish, if that's the right word, on the Chinese Taipei performance. China, though, 60 and 43% from the field. Shot selection, as you're going to see from these first quarter best plays, has been really, really good for China. They haven't rushed, they've executed, they've found open looks far too often for Chinese Taipei's liking. Super start for Brandon Gilbeck. Gilbeck with 12 points, 4 rebounds on the first 10 minutes of play. It's going to be a long shift for Gilbeck. Three-pointer to finish the quarter for China. And they really have had a lot of good looks, and that's the key for them. Don't have to force, move the basketball, get options that you want, and then it's just knock down the shot, take the job you're supposed to do. And you've got to say that Coach Zhao is going to be a very, very happy coach after the end of the first period. Well, there's the court side 1891 QR code. You can download the app or you can log on to the website online. All the action from FIBA Basketball, all the action from these World Cup qualifiers. Still a lot of games to go. Have some fun. Watch some of the best basketball in the world right now. Pull up two is long, no good. That's a rebound. That's how to rebound outside your space. Li Hong Chang just went to work. Athleticism is one part of that rebounding calculation, but just toughness and desire, working early. There's the foul. Gilbeck, good move, drew the contact. All part of the equation to put pressure on Brandon Gilbeck. Makes the second. And with this depth of roster in the win over Japan, all 12 players saw floor time for China. You'd expect them to get up the floor a little bit. You'd expect them to play and pressure. Gilbeck inside, great second move, has it knocked away, stays with a play for two, and will go to the free throw line for the extra. Again, gets solid, finds a little space, has it knocked away, but look, stays with it, goes through the contact, 1 on 3 on the glass, and he comes down the winner. Gilbeck already on 14, has a chance to make that 15, which he does. Yao, Liao, Yu, Li, and Yu on the floor for China. Foul line jump shot is short. Gilbeck keeps it alive. Chinese Taipei chance to tie or cut it to a 1-point game on this possession. Spacing is so good, trying to drag China out of the middle. Gilbeck will look to dive. Catch and release is no good. Super work on the glass. Just have to outwork your opponent. Out with the pass, whistle on the play. Liu's got to finish the play, but Liao's got to finish the play. Attacks it.
Substitution for Chinese Taipei. Two free throws for Yao Sanli.
Hu Jingchao, you just saw him just thinking a little, shall we say? Just to reiterate that performance in the win over Japan for him. 20 points, 9 from 10 from the floor, 12 rebounds. All on the inside. Didn't attempt a 3-point shot, earns his living, goes to work to the ring. Second free throw is good, and China again showed the little 2-2-1 press. Chinese Taipei just about beat the timeline. Chen tries to get to the middle. Just crowd the ball screen, take all the space out of it. 7 seconds on it. Penetration, have to go to the tough one. It's going to be a defensive stop for China, and their defense was exceptional. Chance to build on this 5-point lead. In the lane for 2 is good. Sweet little floater for Liao Shanging as he opens his account. Lu tries to look separation. Foul line jump shot is no good. Off the glass is no good. The big man can't get it to drop. Well, they needed that. Chang gets his feet set, knocks it down for 2, and they're dried up a little bit until then. Yu in the lane, doesn't get it to drop. Mess cleaned up, and Chen has it again. Sorry, yeah, Chen has it. Chen in the lane for the easy 2, and China just forgot where they were. No one stopped the basketball. China will take the timeout. Coach Yuao wants to talk about it, and this is why. Let's take a listen to this timeout. Well, every now and again, as a coach, you have to have one of those timeouts where you get passionate with your group. And Joao Xingying was, let's just say, definitely passionate right then. Brandon Gilbert gets some time on the bench, 15 points with 5 rebounds. There's his numbers from the game against Korea, 18 and 15 points, rebounds. Puts in a shift. Cal returned to the lineup. He has it out top. We'll take a look at the defense, which looks a bit too 3-y, and the 3 is just stroked beautifully from deep. He knocks down the 3. Oh, they tried to zone the ball screen. All right, Chen just stroked it. Again, Chinese Taipei come up with the same zoning and stepping off and protecting the ring on the drive. Opportunity to run. Extra pass. Great defensive rotation. The step back 3 is good. Wow. New ball game, 35 apiece with 5:53 to go in the second quarter. Trying to take a little passion out of the game, spend some time with the basketball. The 3 against the zone is short. They're settling for that one. And Chinese Taipei chasing it down. Kick ball, and they will have possession on the sideline. Well, if you have the open 3 against this type of zone, you will have it after a pass, and you will still have it later in the offense. So it's one of those, do you back yourself, or do you want to move the ball and look inside first? Well, they've gone 3 early threes against it, and they're 1 from 3 at the moment. Chen, separated, attacks, pulls up for the 2, is no good. Defensive rebound pulled in by Lee. Chow in the lane, doesn't get it to drop. Super work on the glass. And Zheng has ripped it down. And this is where Chinese Taipei have made a change. Get the rebound, have a chance to run. There's no options, so they will spend some time. To the ring, blocking foul. And Lee's not going to be happy, thought he had position. Aggressive decision. Manu, who was absolutely exceptional on game day 3. On the free throw line. Well, normal service restored. 89% he shot over the 3 previous qualifiers. First point of the night at 13 against Korea, and as I say, was one of the reasons, a major reason why they won the game. That's a blocking foul. Chinese Taipei with a 7-0 run in the last 2 minutes. And note that most of that time has been when Gilbeck has been getting that time on the bench. So Jack Zheng is just working so hard, trying to fill that void underneath. He pulls up, foul line jumper, sweet. Shenzhen Leopards have the pleasure of his services in the CBL. Chinese Taipei explore it. Lee in the lane, gets away with a little walk, tough shot, and we've got a foul to stop the break. That'll put Chinese Taipei in the penalty for the last 4 minutes of this second quarter. One-point game, China with the 1-point lead into the half court. Extra pass, defense collapses, the open 3 is good. And Zhu gets down, time, space, separated from the defense, knocks down the 3. Penetration to the kick, that's a great extra pass. The open 3 is no good. And Zheng's on the glass, keeps it alive. And Chen is the beneficiary. Just gotta love the way this team works. 3 off the screen is poor. Defensive rebound, chance to run. Great pass. If you're gonna take the bad 3, you've got to get back in transition. We're tied at 40. 3 to go in the half. Lee will move it on. Zhu out top. Well, the 3 is good. I'm not sure ultimately it's the right decision, because they're living from the 3-point line at the moment. That's going to be an offensive foul, saying with the first negative of his time on the floor. 11 quality minutes for Zheng so far. You won't see a lot on the stat line, but those 11 minutes are crucial in managing Brandon Gilbeck's minutes across this game. Gilbeck checks back in. Last 2:40 of this first half. Chow Tries a little separation. Has Gilbeck, who has to give him space. So he settles for the three. And that'll be a Chinese Taipei basketball. Chen will advance it. Gets a little stagger. Gilbeck is the second roll. They lift. Execution's excellent. Gilbeck hands it off. Penetration, far side of the ring. The runner is good. And sweet offensively. Liu Chen gets the two. Ball movement, just exceptional again. 1 point game. Liao gets to the foul line and kicks. Inside touch. Jiang has to take the step back. Two, sweet looking shot. Off the one leg, almost Dirk Nowitzki-like. Chen looks to turn the corner, gets his feet set, puts up the three. Whistle on the play. There you go, gets a little separation. Leans back, gets a little fade away to drop. China will rotate as we get the replay.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Chen. Gilbeck will screen. Gilbeck, short roll, gets on the foul line, puts it on the floor, inside, outside. The open three from deep is good. And we're tied again at 45. Jiao needs a pass, goes inside. Whistle on the play, that'll be throws.
Holding foul on number 39, Justin Liu, penalty situation. That's his second personal foul. Two free throws.
Yu Jiahu, still only 22. I mean, this potentially is one of those moments you see the future of the Chinese national team for a number of years to come. Got some exposure with a Chinese team that played in the Summer League. Now in Spain, really are trying to invest in this guy. Sometimes the comparisons are not always healthy, but as soon as you get someone with the proportions of Yu that looks like he's a talent, automatically how does he compare to Yao Ming? And that's not necessarily the right comparison you want, because there's only one Yao Ming. Chen out top. Gilbeck will come, screen. Short roll by Gilbeck. Chen with the pull-up is fouled, and one. There is something special going on with this Chinese Taipei roster. Confidence, not rushed, get the shots they want. See the foul on the arm for the two. Right there. Chen completes the three-point play. Chinese Taipei have a 1 point lead. We're in the last minute. 12 points in the first half for Chen. Liao has it, moves it on. Chao gets it back to Liao, puts it on the floor, attacks the middle, gets to the foul line, second move, wraps the pass. Yu goes back up, and one. And that's why people talk about him in such positive ways. He has physical attributes, but this is about attitude and hard work. Goes back up after getting the offensive rebound. Patience is the biggest virtue they could have with him. Yu Jiahao on the free throw line. 8 points tonight. And all he's doing is playing big. Sound fundamentally, working hard, making a contribution. 2-point lead for China, 50-48. If you like your basketball high scoring, you're in the right place. Liu with a tough one, doesn't get it to go. Gilbert gets a piece. Who's coming down with that? Plenty of time, they didn't have to rush. Oh, drops the three. Don't need to foul, and that'll be it for the first quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first half, the score is 51-50 in favor of Chinese
Taipei on the back of this recovery of the loose ball. And then while everyone in the gym's thinking, why'd you rush that? You got plenty of time. Liu just knocks down a three to give Chinese Taipei the lead at the half. And if you want momentum, walking into the locker room, Chinese Taipei just got it. Here's the confirmation. They lead this 51-50 at the half. And this is a high-level game. Stats-wise, 60 and 50% respectively for Chinese Taipei, 48 and 43. Both teams shooting the free throws well. Rebounding-wise, China just has the advantage, but Chinese Taipei sharing the ball again. 11 assists in that first half performance. Gilbeck and Chen and Liu, all in double digits. Rotation is shorter. That's an unavoidable problem that they have. But at the moment, they're dealing with it. Let's take a look at how in the best quarter, second place. Biggest strength in many ways of this China roster is its depth. All 12 players saw floor time in that first half. You could argue that they could get up the floor and play more defense. They could be a little bit more aggressive defensively with that depth. But they're playing an opponent in Chinese Taipei that have outworked them often and are in this place at the moment where they have great confidence. And yeah, Brandon Gilbeck scoring again, but they're getting different contributions from different places in the backcourt. And when a coach like Gianluca Tucci gets this much connection with his team, you know, good things are happening. So this one's interesting. This one could go down to the wire, and the prize to go to 2-2 in the group is huge for both countries. So that'll do it for the first half. We'll take a break. We'll see you shortly to see if Chinese Taipei can go back-to-back wins.
Showdown here tonight. Let's get this party started. Oh my goodness sakes, that's a throwdown. Goes in for the dunk. Good night. Too big, too strong, and just too good. Bogdanovich, who goes in and scores. Ah! This is what it's all about. It's all one big basketball family, folks. Waiting time. Both teams over the limit. You have got to be kidding me!
Nice handoff, but the defense rotates, takes away the initial option. Oh my word.
Togashi. Now there's the mismatch to Kirk. Kirk blocked from behind. Japan will go again. Kirk will scramble for the rebound. This was his huge block at the other end of the floor.
Lee back in the game, turns it over. 3-on-2 break. Just make the right decision. Upstairs for the throwdown. Brandon Gilbeck makes a statement on the first possession for Taipei.
Rakji. Oh, behind the back pass to Lawson. Beautiful pass. Easy finish for the big man inside. Magician.
Good steal, good read by Freeman. Goes behind the back, shears. Oh, the rejection. I don't think anybody saw Cody Stockman coming out there and swatting that one away. 9-point lead for China. Togashi hands it to Kirk. Kirk goes inside. Oh, that's a thunderous two-hander.
And wow, not in this house.
Yatsai, quick ball screen. Oh my goodness! Well, quick ball screen, slip screen in the end. Just monster dunk by Harrison, and he has no regard. Harris coming right through the middle. Look at that for a dunk. For Jalen Harris, look at the pass. It is top quality.
For Lebanon, looking to use his dribble, break the defense down. Behind the back pass and the finish from Haya and the and one. Lawson doing work inside.
Are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me. I'll go tax the closeout. Beat Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
Well, welcome back to Manila. We're at halftime of the Chinese Taipei matchup. 1-point game at the half. And just a phenomenal game of basketball so far. The prize is going to 2-on-2 in the group and really giving yourself a huge opportunity to progress. Let's take a look at the top scorers. It's just great to have the opportunity to highlight this guy. 9 points, 5 from 5 from the free-throw line, which is so important for someone with his attributes. Stays with the play, and fundamentally, just the work he must be putting in, and the work that both at club and the federation level they are investing in this guy is there. The potential for everyone to see. Currently in Spain at Cantabria, and the 221 big man has just done an exceptional job off the bench. 9 points personal. Going the other way, no surprise that Brandon Gilbeck leads the scorers. Came out firing, 15 points, stroked the three when they left him alone on the three-point line. Got a lot in the locker in terms of ways to score, but he's also got a great work rate. And Gilbert had to have a game today. Just the front line of China, so big, so strong, so deep. And he has, at the moment, given his adopted country the opportunity to get back to a huge 2 wins in one window. Players just starting to come back onto the floor. There's the confirmation of the halftime score, 51-50. China led for most of that first quarter. But it's about the shots that China get. If they're allowed to just execute in the half court, if they're allowed to get open looks, it's going to be a hard ask for Chinese Taipei. But if they can keep this game a little broken and work defensively to make China fall shots, then they have a real shot at winning this one. Looking at it from the other way, though, China have to make this a basketball game, have to force Chinese Taipei to play one-on-one a little more. If they allow them to get Gilbert touches, if they allow the inside-outside options, and more importantly, if they allow them to get to the ring on penetrations, they're gonna have to score another 50 points to be in the game. Well, they're shooting 48% from 2, and the stats are a little bit. Sometimes stats are not always, they tell you everything you want them to tell you. The second half performance by China in that game against Japan was exceptional. 54 second half points for China against Japan, and that was on the back of keeping Japan to 9 points in the third quarter. And they closed the game out 9-0. So they found something in that second half that was just clicked. 9 points tonight, only had the 1 point against Japan. That was his first game in this qualification process. For me, if he's healthy and he works on that mobility, you'd have him in every roster in every game you played. He just gives you something special. And at 22 years old, it's only going to get better for you. Brandon Gilbert averaging 19 points across the first 3 games. It's pretty much what he does every game for Chinese Taipei. He knows he's going to get touches. He knows he's going to have to contribute and relish in the role, and looks totally at one with coach Gianluca Tucci, which is as big a deal as anything. Game leaders for China, Yu with 9 points, Yao with 3 assists, and Lee with 6 rebounds. But as I keep emphasizing, all 12 players have played. And it's not about just the leaders on this team. Everybody has to make and does make a contribution. The leaders for Chinese Taipei, Gilbert has 15 points, Lim with 3 assists, Gilbert with 5 on the glass. Done a pretty decent job. He has 5, the rest of the team has 10. They've done a decent job on the glass, especially when you consider not a lot of opportunities to get to the offensive glass because the shooting percentages in the game are so high. The overall rebound numbers 19-15, but there's been the actual shooting percentages from both teams make the rebound numbers look a little low. No points off turnovers for China. It's a fact that they'll be aware of, that they haven't managed to turn their defense into points. And 24 points in the paint for Chinese Taipei. Now, I know 15 points of those are Gilbert's, but they've also, from the perimeter, penetrated really, really well and finished plays. So There's a lot to like from the stats about both. 26 bench points against 10, well, that's always going to be the case when China rotates so deeply. Well, the gym is pretty much supporting Chinese Taipei. As you get a look at the World Cup Qualifiers app, you can download the app, stay on up to speed with all the games as they are taking place, get looks at all the highlights, get it from your normal source. And you could be picking up highlights of a pretty special game for Chinese Taipei if they can go back-to-back wins in these World Cup qualifiers. Any win is huge, but a win over China at this level of competition would be a phenomenal game, phenomenal achievement. So Chinese Taipei with Lin, Liu, Chen, Manu, and Gilbeck on the floor. The wide open three is short, and China dodged the bullet as they got very passive defensively. Liu just couldn't knock it down. Chow comes onto the elbow, looks to go again. Has to settle to recycle and reverse the basketball. Wide open three. They chased him off the three-point line. Penetration to the wrap round. Deep on the clock. The three is good. Zhao just stood still, took his time, didn't panic, knocks down the three. Lin will move it on. Breaks down the middle, off the glass for two. They didn't change his shot. Gilbeck can't get the rebound. China with an opportunity to run. Ball's knocked away. China will retain it on the baseline. Much better rotations from China, challenging the penetration. Same spot, same man. Can't do the same thing as Chow misses the open three. Lin will cut. Gilbeck will look to hand off. Turns it down the lane for two. Hammers it home. Statement at the beginning of the third quarter. Gilbeck ties it at 53 and hammered it. China take the pace out of the game. Interesting start to the third quarter. Blocked. Liu makes the smart decision. Had a chance to possibly break, but wasn't sure of the pass. Chen. Gilbeck on the roll. Will move it on. 10 on the possession. Tried to force it inside. Step back from the three-point line is sweet for Chen. Oh, there's a feeling about this Chinese Taipei roster at the moment. Confidence just flowing. Gilbeck rejects. Chinese Taipei at the races. 4-on-3 break. Just have to hit the open man. And he's wide open for three. It's good. Lin with a three. Timeout China. Out of the locker room with emotion. Chinese Taipei built the 6-point lead. China take the timeout. And the intensity that was there for China at the beginning of the game seems to have evaporated. Let's take a listen.
慢一些啊，明白的。哎，他现在前面位，说他下速，还要出压路呢，预防啊，明白，明白。刚才发球。
Well, you don't have to add words to what that was by Brandon Gilbeck. Then he's down the other end, defensively getting the stop. Interesting to see how China come out of this 8-0 run for Chinese Taipei. Chinese Taipei stepping it up defensively. 10 on the possession, and they've not got into anything. Rotation, and there's the foul. And they won't mind. They'll be disappointed they didn't come up with a steal. But that's almost the icing on the cake here. The rotation and the intensity of that defensive series was exceptional for Chinese Taipei. Got a whistle as Hugh wanted to see the option with the screen away from the ball, bringing Chow back to the basketball. Well, they had the Chow 3 early in this third quarter, been pointless since then. Wide open from the three-point line. Time, space, just buries the three. He with the three. Penetration to the middle, over his head. Little showboat from Liu. He gets fouled, gets bowed out as we get a replay of Xu with the three. And then this. Poor foul to really bail him out. He had nowhere to go, but now he's got the free throw line to tick the scoreboard over. One for two from the line. China just have to get back to that place they were in the first half, where they executed so well in the half court and got shots they wanted. Go. Knocks it down. Just turned the corner, stopped and popped the three, closes it to a one-point game. Gilbeck just goes, gets to the lane, needs a pass, is fouled. That'll be the second team foul. And both teams, when their bigs have literally protected the lane on the ball screen, have been punished. Both rosters have shot the three ball off the ball screen pretty well. Easy two. Lin Benson rather comes up with the two. Turnover, hands in the lane. And one. Chen with the finish. Have to be good in execution, China. Otherwise, they're giving plays up like this. Poor foul. If you're going to foul, they cannot complete the play to get the and-one. Chen Ray is a little pleased to complete the three-point play, which he does. Back out to that 6-point lead. 18 points personal. Zhao forces his way in, blocked. Gilbeck just couldn't retain possession. Defensive rotation exceptional. Second block of the night. And he'll be so disappointed he didn't collect it. 5 seconds on the possession. Down the lane. Wraps it around. The follow is good. Xu just climbing all over the glass. And that's a great sign for China. They're struggling, but they're still going to outwork the opponent as often as they can. That's a blocking foul that Lin made sure was called. And for the first time in this third quarter, China outworked Chinese Taipei. They carried on working. Hugh with the foul. Liu spins, gets to the foul line, nowhere to go, has to move it on. 3 on the possession, they take the tough 3, is off. Whistle on the play. And that's when you get impressed by Chinese Taipei. Poor shot, that's all they had left at the bottom of the shot clock. But off the ball, still working.
That's his second. Substitution for Chinese Taipei.
China in the penalty with half of this quarter still remaining. Chen checks out.
2 free throws for Yu Chen.
Well, we can talk about not making the highs too high and the lows too lows, and Coach Yo is has so much experience of national team basketball that he's not going to panic. But inside that head, he worries about the signs of Chinese Taipei's work rate, just creating so many options for them. Again, they use the ball screen to create. Wide open from the perimeter is off. Gilbeck rebounds from absolutely nowhere. Had no right to get the rebound. Crashes the glass hard at the defensive end. Stop, pop, Lin, now one. If you don't stop him, he's going to go. Again, poor foul. If he makes this, he makes this. The damage is already done by not stopping the ball, but then to give him the opportunity to go to the free throw line. Another and-one play for Chinese Taipei. Chance to make this a 9-point game. Dangerous time here for China. $14 points personal. Another great night for Lin. 18 points in the game against Korea, has 14 already. 10-2 run in the last 10 minutes. 2 minutes stopped by that 3. Eight points personal for Chiao. Ambitious 3 is the best way to describe Liu's attempt. Xu gets to the foul line. Little runner, draws contact, will go to the free throw line. I actually think that's only the full foul now, but he'll be shooting fouls anyway. Both teams rotate. Great thing the win over Korea would have given Chinese Taipei is that they withstood 2 or 3 runs that the Korean national team put on the floor in the second half, and then still found a way to absorb that and retain the lead. No one panicked, everyone stayed with the game plan. 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Gilbeck gets another rebound. Great effort defensively. Zhao was just taking away the handoff option. 3:30 in the third remaining. Manu picks up his third foul. Now goes up. Gets the soft roll off the ring. Rings here very receptive. Liao gets the 6 point. Liu trying to take some time out of the game right now. Puts it on the floor, needs a pass. It goes the long way around. 5 seconds on the clock. He's going to have to settle. Stops, leans back, doesn't get it to drop. Defensive rebound pulled in. Opportunity for China in transition. Liao brings it. Will take the transition, ball screen, gets to the foul line, needs a pass. Scrambling Chinese Taipei defense really does control it. 10 on the possession. Zhao off the far side of the ring, can't get it to drop. Chinese Taipei hunt it. 5-on-4 break, there's an open man, they just need to find it. Opportunity goes. The 3 off the ball screen is off the glass. Lin called bank and knocks down the 3. Blocked. They don't have numbers, but they're going to go. Off to the glass is good for 2. Ray Chen. If he doesn't get stopped, he's just going to keep going. 9-point lead. Chen has 20 in tonight's game. Phenomenal performance. The 3 is no good. And that's when you worry about China. When they share the ball, they look really effective. Chen is fouled and will go to the free throw line. Chinese Taipei, in particular, Coach Chu Chi will be more than aware that this Chinese team can score points in a hurry. You don't go 54 points in the second half against Japan without having the ability to score. They've got to be relentless in their effort. Chen on the free throw line. Seng will check in. Again, it's those moments that Cheng, now this time he's in for Manu. Just need those rebounds, you just need that commitment. Chen on the free throw line. He's 66% across the 3 previous World Cup qualifiers in this campaign, but makes this a double-digit lead. 21 points personal. 2 for 2 from the line. Crucial minute here for China. You've got to believe they've got to get into this quarter break with some momentum. Step back, wide open in the corner, time and space. And again, when he gets time and space, Hughes just solid from the three-point line. Liu down the lane gets knocked and blocked, and here they go, China on a roll. Need to keep this momentum going into the end of the quarter break. Zhao in the lane, goes the long way around, same spot. The 3 is short, and Gilbeck just cleans up the mess. It's around a 4-second differential between possession and game clock. 26 points in this quarter for Chinese Taipei. Want to use every second of this 24. Chen, Gilbeck can't just chase it down. The three is off. But they managed to use 23 of the seconds. No fouls to give. Great finish. Super, super decision. Now gets to the ring, gets the two, and they win the last minute and give themselves some momentum going into the fourth. Well, there's confirmation of where we are at the end of three, 77-71. A little 5-0 run at the end of that third quarter. It gets China right back in this. 61 and 47% for Chinese Taipei. 43 and 48% for China. There was a theory that Chinese Taipei struggled to shoot a good enough percentage. Well, they're proving those doubters wrong. This is how the quarter started for them. Huge throwdown down the lane. It just opened up and it was get out of the way. The runway was open and Gilbeck just finished it. And then once Gilbeck had started it, Chen just continued it. When they share the ball, Chinese Taipei, they are giving China all sorts of problems. That's a crucial last minute for China. The 5-0 finish to the quarter turned an 11-point deficit into a 6-point deficit. That's big. Well, there's the courtside 1891 code. Download the app or log on to the website. Get all the action. And there's plenty of games at the same level as this from the FIBA World Basketball. China with the first possession in the fourth quarter, down 6 with the ball. Chow has it. Opens up for him, skips. Long closeout, tough finish. Can't get it to go, but stays with the play. Li Hongqian with the 2. .7 rebounds for Li. Here's Lin. Gilbeck will hand it off to him. Plenty of time. It's going to have to go up. Tough one in the lane for 2 is good. And Chen is having a night. Turnover. They've picked the pocket again. Lin for 2 is good. I'll say it again. When China move the basketball and execute, they get good looks. 14-7 in terms of fast break points. Points off turnovers is even more scary. 10-2 in terms of points off turnovers for Chinese Taipei. It's level. It's being able to execute through the quickness of the defense. Long 2 is way short. And again, no one gets to touch the basketball for China. Difficult situation for them right now. Chen stops, pops, is off with the three. Defensive rebound pulled in by Lee. China, lead pass, foul on the play. Super lead pass. If you're gonna be picky, maybe a little long, but he did a great job in pulling it in. And Seng gets beat down the floor. And Hugh, well, is this Hugh Jingchao's time? Had that performance against Japan where he had 20 points and 12 rebounds, 9 from 10 from the floor, gets out on the break to steady the ship a little bit for China to make this a 6-point game if he can connect from the free throw line. Two from two from the line. There's more than enough time here for China. That's not the issue here. It's just the way, if they play the game the way they played in the first half, they'll get good looks. Gilbeck, short roll, foul line, inside, outside, wide open, three is good. All too easy. Liu at his average for the World Cup qualifiers. Liao gets inside, tough one off the glass, easy follow. And Coach Tucci wants to talk this out. One, I think keeping Gilbeck fresh is important. Down the offensive end, they're fine. Defensively, they've been outworked on the last 2 or 3 possessions, and that's one of the reasons Coach Tucci will want to talk about this. Unopposed rebound, I haven't seen one of those all night at that end of the floor. Let's take a listen.
We cannot ask Brandon to help here. Because nobody, okay, if they go layup, they throw the ball to the board. It's alley-oop, it's kind of assist. So Brandon has to help lower. But guys, you need to stay on the line. Don't let the easy baseline. Can you shift a little bit and stay and slow? Okay, stay and flex your legs and continue. Remember, if you put pressure, we need 7 here. Okay, now we play for him and we play
well, Chinese Taipei have only lost that first quarter 27-22. They lead this one by a point. And they will have the basketball. Coach Tucci was again assured in that timeout. I think just wanted to re-establish where he didn't want the ball going too easily. Penetration on the baseline. Wants to force it that way, but does not want to give the lane. Straight down the lane, straight out of the timeout. Gilbeck was going for the offensive rebound, thought it was going up. He recovers it. Goes to work on the inside, inside, outside. Again, the inside, outside, open three is no good this time. Chow moves it on. Liao gets inside. Off the glass for 2 is no good. Another offensive rebound. Gilbeck comes down with it, but I think the foul was already committed. Justin Liu, I think. I don't think the foul was on Gilbeck. Let's take a look. Well, take your pick. If you're a Chinese Taipei fan, you won't want Gilbeck to be charged with the call. And in fact, Liu has been charged with the personal. Back on the free throw line is Hugh Jingchao. Starting to become a factor in the game. Goes to 11 personal. China again extend the defense. Can't give anything easy by extending the defense though. Got to pressure Chinese Taipei throughout the 24. Stop and pop off the ball screen. He's no good. That's two tough-looking threes on the last two possessions since the timeout. Chance to cut this to a one-possession game. Liao comes off the screen, moves it on, gets it back, thinks about it. Only 6 on the possession. Looks to attack, turnover, nowhere to go. And a run out. Drew to contact, went too deep, knew he was going to have to get hit. Hugh with the personal on the run back. And Justin Liu will peel himself off the floor. Just took the foul. Didn't give himself a chance to finish the play. Gets too far underneath, but make sure he gets fouled. And this is one of the areas of the game. Their win over Korea, they were so consistent. Made free throws at the right time. 14 points, had 6 against Korea. Make that 15 points. Wow, they're getting some contributions across this roster right now. 5 guys in double digits for Chinese Taipei. Wide open in the corner, that spot. Name on it, knocks down the threes. Chu with a, again, wide open look. Why not stay with what's working if you're China? Just penetrate and really make Chinese Taipei get into those long closeouts. Liu takes a tough one. Just under 6 to go. Chow moves it on, gets off the screen for 3, is way short. Chases it down, super job by Chow in the inside. It's just a slip, nothing else. 2-on-1 break, great execution, take the foul, no, blocked out of bounds, and it will stay with Chinese Taipei. And the Chinese go to the official, but all that happened down the far end was a slip. And Lin checks back in. Just needing his confidence and being assured. Big possession here for Chinese Taipei. Meng Xiang checks in. Lin off the bench to knock down the 3. Moments like that make Coach Chuki look an absolute magician. Brings in the guy off the bench, he strokes the 3. Foul line jump shot, answers for 2. Chiao with the 2 to answer. 5-point game, 5 minutes remain. Gilbeck, short roll, in the lane. Second step, blows the layup. Almost just looked like he was expecting to make it. That's a foul. And Gilbeck frustrated. It's not a great foul, this. He runs underneath the driving. Chu. Coach wants to challenge it in terms of no attempt to play the basketball. So the coach has challenged it to see if the foul is going to be upgraded. So the referees aren't mic'd up in the qualifiers. Gets away with a little walk actually to get to the contact, but the foul doesn't look good because he's going straight underneath him. So Justin Liu may get charged with the unsportsmanlike. He's trying to get out of the way, he would argue. Just a normal foul.
Unsuccessful.
Xu Jianlong will drew the foul, but he's had to sit, and Li Hongchong will shoot the throws as he comes off the bench. I think that's what the referees are trying to clarify. And Gilbeck will still be running that through in his mind. It should have been a 91-84 and the ball on the end line, and they would have been able to just get back and play defense, but the missed layup. They've had to sub because of the injury. Just trying to check. Let's just see who did get. Li Hongchong was the man who came in. He has to shoot the throws to make this a single possession game. Have they brought the right man on? Well, he makes the first. Two from two from the line. We've got a single possession game with just under 5 remaining. Chinese Taipei will advance the basketball. Chen stops, foul line, pops, is short. Ball goes out of bounds, just recovered. Super effort to retain possession. Zhao Jiaowei has it. Well, takes the ball screen. Pops the three, way short. Defensive rebound is Gilbeck's. And that'll be a double-double for Brandon Gilbeck. Yet another double-double. Lin turns the corner, needs a pass, finds a pass. Gilbeck going up with the right hand, blows another 2-footer. Is that just fatigue? Gilbeck, 12, 3, 2, and 0 points in this quarter so far. Need to find a way to get him a good one. Knocked away, but recovered. The three is no good. Great work on the glass, and one. Li Hongchong with his 10th rebound of the game has a chance of a double-double from the free throw line. In fact, gets his 10th rebound, will go to the free throw line. Nine points, 10 rebounds at the moment. Chance to tie the game. 3:43 remaining. Rattles it in and rattles it out. Chinese Taipei got to get the scoreboard ticking over. Opens up, foul on the play. That's only the second team foul for China in this fourth quarter.
And check foul number 23. It's his third
foul on He.
Substitution.
Chen was licking his lips at getting to the ring. Draws the contact.
Jack 10 for Samuel Manu.
Seng checks in.
Shot clock at 14
Manu
seconds.
steps out. You know Seng will give you effort on the glass. Chen gets to the middle. Backs it out, doesn't like what he sees, needs a pass. Seng's the man to give him the pass. Seng goes inside, Gilbert for two. Just beats the possession to re-establish the 3-point lead, 91-88. Chao Rai gets it into the half court. It's knocked away. Rai gets it back. Chao will take the ball screen. Again, oh, hands in the lane. Chinese Taipei almost come up with another steal. 6 seconds on the possession. Chen is everywhere. Chao inbound. Chao's deep, deep, deep. Three is good. Ties it at 91. Are Chinese Taipei going to be able to execute? Are they going to have the confidence to get the shots they want? Chen goes up, will go to the free throw line. It's a 9-2 run for China. Let's not forget, they closed the game out on game day 3, 9-0 to get the win over Japan. And with plays like this, that's closer to the that's downtown. That's closer to the logo than it is to the ring. And Chao will sit after making the huge three. 5th foul. Big call. Chen stays in his space, knocks down the first of the throws. Two from the line. Ice in those veins. Don't you love seeing coaches at this moment? Tucci living every single second. China in the half court, down 2 with the basketball. He puts it on the floor, goes strong. Gilbert challenges, great finish. Chen has it. Gilbert is the trowel and releases the pressure. Needs some action away from the ball here. Chen is the man. Steps back, takes the three, is long. China have a chance to lead it with 1:49 remaining. Chao tries to buy the foul. And successfully does so.
Pushing foul on number 0, Benson. His second personal foul. Substitution.
Let's take a look. Comes off the ball screen, gets through it. There's the foul because the arm's over the arm. There. Great job by Chao Rai.
Timeout, Chinese Taipei.
Chinese Taipei will take the timeout. When we come back, I'm assuming, well, it's going to be shooting foul anyway because of the penalty situation. Whether it's a 3-shot foul or they called it on the floor, we'll just have to wait and see. A 22-16 advantage in this quarter for China. When they come back, they'll have a chance to lead it. .43% from the 3-point line, way above their average. They've only turned the ball over 4 times, Chinese Taipei. Averaging 13 turnovers a game. They have not given China. They've only given China 2 points off those turnovers. They've been so effective. The backcourt of Chen and Lin has been exceptional. 26 and 22 respectively. Where do they go for points? Well, you got to think Manu will come back, but that's Gilbert has another double-double, 19 and 11. Another stellar performance. He'll be reviewing those misses, those 2-footers that he missed deep in the fourth. But back to the moment. Zhao on the free throw line, makes the first. Gives China their first lead of the second half. .142. Makes the second. That's 20 from 23. Make that 20 from 24 for China from the line. Here's Chen. Seng will get it back to Chen. Gets the staggered screen. Gilbert will go deep. Seng lines up the three. Way short. Gilbert has it knocked away. And China come down with it. Absolute noise in the gym. China with an opportunity to make this a 2-shot possession, a lead they haven't seen since the first half. Little floater in the lane is no good. The mess cleaned up by Liu. Whistle on the play. China had a foul to give. Chinese Taipei will have it on the sideline. China now in the penalty as well. Liu with the personal. Coach Guo's done an amazing job to get his team back in this. Chinese Taipei with the ball on the sideline. Chen wants and gets. Gilbert goes on a short roll. Could have got it, didn't get it. Penetration off the glass. Can't get it to go. And China, a huge opportunity to close this game out. Zhao stops, fires the three, is off. And Chinese Taipei have an opportunity to tie it or win it. Penetration, takes the early one off the glass. Why? Rush of blood is an understatement. Liu goes up with no rebound coverage. If he'd have made it, China would have still had the opportunity to go down the floor and still win the game. Liu checks in for Chinese Taipei. Hu on the free throw line to make this a 2-possession game. Makes the first. Still 16.8 seconds remain. More than enough time for Chinese Taipei to get something going the other way. The hero of game day 3 tries to ice game day 4. Misses, but China get the rebound. No, they save it. There's a whistle on the play. Hu was the hero again with the offensive rebound rundown. There's the missed free throw. Just a box out. Just a box out would have done. Gilbert on the floor is going to foul because Hu recovered it. And Lin was off to the races. Hu has another opportunity to make this a 2-possession game with 15.2 seconds remaining. Makes the first. .21 second chance points for China. Huge number. Also a huge stat for them. They've outworked an opponent to put themselves in this position. 26-16 in this quarter. The deep rotation has really been used by Coach Jiao. Two from two from the line makes it a 5-point game. Don't count out Chinese Taipei. They're in a special place as a group. They'll believe they can pull this off here. Tucci will take the timeout. For the first one of these, he has to just get a quick one. He doesn't need to necessarily get the three. The three would be a better outcome, but he needs to score and score quickly and then steal or foul. (16-27) in the fourth quarter. 2 from 7 from the three-point line for Chinese Taipei. You've got to credit the Chinese defense for taking away the options they were trying to work for. Done a super job on just wearing down Brandon Gilbeck. Here we go, 15.2 seconds. Hugh again becomes a hero for China. 20 points game day 3, 15 points, and 9 in the fourth quarter for Hugh.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
They've advanced the basketball. Need a quick one on the out of bounds. Haven't scored in the last 3 minutes of the game. Lin takes the tough three. And China secure the rebound. And I love this attitude. I love this passion from China. Love the way they've outworked an opponent to get a win. And they are just moments away from a perfect window. Huge win over Japan on game day 3. Unbelievable comeback win here over Chinese Taipei, an inspired Chinese Taipei. But the last 3 minutes, pointless, have literally killed Chinese Taipei's opportunity here. Seven seconds and a 7-point game. No one needs to foul anybody. Points difference could be a factor. Chen misses the layup. And China, from the edge of defeat, find a way to win. They simply refused to lose. Chinese Taipei kept pointless for the last 3 minutes. How big was the huge three by Chiao? Coach Yuao, super job by Coach Yuao. Just rotated, stayed strong with it in his belief in his roster. And they found a way to win. Super, super game of basketball. Chinese Taipei missed a unique opportunity. I prefer to say China have just taken a win, have overcome a quality opponent, and they played for 40 minutes. They found a way to outwork and make the right decisions in the fourth quarter. 100-93. China go to 2-2 and level with Korea on results, although Korea, having beaten them twice in window 1, will retain second place. So China with an exceptional third quarter. It's not. There's only one way to describe it. A super fourth quarter. Get the win over Chinese Taipei here in Manila. There's the confirmation. China come from behind and win it 100-93. The numbers that matter are at the top, the 100-93, but Chinese Taipei shot 53 and 40%. Gave up too many second shots, you've got to say. 46-31 on the glass. China outworked Chinese Taipei. Chu with 19, Hu with 15, and Chow with 13. It was the depth as much as anything else that gave China the opportunity to get back. Let's have a look at the best plays in an amazing fourth quarter for China. And it's not just great plays, they just outworked Chinese Taipei in this fourth quarter. You felt early in the fourth that Chinese Taipei would be able to repeat their performance against Korea. They moved the ball, they got good looks, and then they just ran out of steam. Second chance points. And this Chinese team has something in terms of what it could achieve going forward that's going to be interesting. Always talented, but they're tough games out. Come from behind wins against Japan and Chinese Taipei in this window. Nice balance of experience and a younger group of players. Bodes well. And then now they've given themselves a chance, not just to progress, but take a record forward, because these results from this group, don't forget, will carry forward. So the win over Japan is huge for them. Great win for China. Another super performance by Chinese Taipei. And it won't mean a lot to Chinese Taipei right now, but the great thing about these qualifiers is it gets you in a scenario where you can get better against the best teams. And Chinese Taipei, with this roster, have a very, very competitive team. Let's take a look at how it affects the standings. Well, everything to play for in the final competition window. Korea still in second place as a consequence of their results against China. Chinese Taipei get that win against Korea early in this group and are in the mix for qualification. Japan sit 3-1 on top of the group. Well, great day here, great evening in Manila. China get the win. Another great game of World Cup qualifiers. For me, Mark Clark, for now, it's goodbye. We'll see you for later on for more action from the World Cup qualifiers.